tonight. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Real fun episode today. In fact, there was
So many options.
podcast title names. Yeah, we went with the dog to sweet on my bag, which is a fun quote.
I like Big Helen.
Yeah, Big Helen was a pretty good one. There was 12-inch of dog meat on rye. There was so many quotes, so many quotes that we could have gone with. But yeah, all around a pretty fun episode. We mentioned a lot of things that are happening in the world. You know, Coolio, pour one out for him.
Yep. It was a fun week.
Yeah, I think it was.
Fun week.
Yeah, it was up there. Enjoy.
Good morning, Adelaide, and happy Friday.
Yeah, the studio, it smells like deep heat. Ben and I are rubbing each other down because we're playing under lights tonight at the Adelaide Oval.
Come over here, Liam. I'm going to give you a good rubbing.
Oh, work it out.
Yeah.
I'll do you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just working out all the knots. Obviously, the inaugural AFLW game kicking off at 7:30. If you get there a little early, we're doing our all-star showdown before the showdown. We'll both be rubbed down, relaxed, ready to kick a bag. How many goals do you think you will score?
I was thinking I'd go on the back line and just kind of make sure everyone's in their positions and do what they should be doing.
Well, you're going to have to deal with me, and I'm going to be a nuisance because I'm going to be up front.
First thing I'm going to do to make a statement,
checking them. I'm going to be snapping them. I'm going to be torping them.
As Team Port, the first thing I'm going to do is make a statement as the coach captain. I'm just going to take you out.
All right.
Even if you don't have the ball.
So whatever. Fine. I'm ready for it. I like
All
that.
Right.
Here's another bit of curry.
I got yelled at last night, Ben. As a fully grown man, it's never fun getting told off. You know, you feel like a kid again. You're like, oh, I'm too old for this.
Well, I think when you say you got told off or you got yelled at, it implies that you did something wrong.
Well, yeah, I might have broken the rules. I was at the petrol station, and obviously there's a few. There are more guidelines, I suppose. You know, no smoking. You can
Guideline.
guideline. You know, sometimes you just need to light one up, don't you?
Yep. Sometimes you just got to light one up.
Sometimes when you're just fanging for a lung blaster.
When that urge.
When nature calls.
Yeah.
When you need a coffin nail, you just go, time for a Winnie Blue. Whatever, lady. No, it wasn't that rule. There wasn't that rule I was breaking. Obviously, that would blow everyone up if someone to do that. Engine off, pretty obvious. Like, I think that's a fairly simple rule. The one that I feel is like a bit of a guideline rule is the phone. You know, get off your phone.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Well, it's sort of, you know, when they're saying, oh, you know, phone in airplane mode when we're taxiing. I'm like, why?
Yep.
But why?
Yep.
The plane's not going to go down, is it?
Yep.
In fact, I can prove it doesn't because I do it every time still.
Yep.
And same deal with the petrol station. I'm like, what's the problem here?
I must admit, and normally I'd say, Liam, that I would be the one to break the rules.
Yeah.
I've never used my phone.
Used it?
Never done it.
Well, I'm like, I can punch off a few texts. I mean, it takes a while to fill up. I've got a big tank, you know. So, and then sometimes you get the slow.
I need to brag about the size of your tank.
Yeah. It's an R-line model.
No, I've never done the texting or on the phone while filling up at the petrol pump, but I have always thought it seems like a ridiculous rule.
Maybe it's because, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because if you're not concentrating, then maybe you overfill it. But it just stops when it gets to the top. Right?
I thought that maybe it had something to do with the electromagnetic waves that comes from your phone could cause a fire. And they're being super precautious. That's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is the thing I didn't realise about petrol stations. I didn't even know. Did you know there's like PA systems in there?
Yeah, they can talk to you.
Yeah. So I was just there, minding my own business, filling up.
Yeah.
91 unleaded for, what is it, $9 a litre at the moment. And, punching off a few texts. And then over the PA system, I didn't even know they could do that. Pump, get off your phone! And I was like, where did that come from? It felt like, because it came from like above. Yeah. It was like, God. If God was an angry woman.
Yeah.
Get off your phone, pump! And I was like, ugh. And I put it in my pocket, I was like waving, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Why don't we do this? Did you get yelled at as an adult? Because it's not a nice feeling. Sylvia joins us now from Balaclava. You got yelled at.
Yes, I did.
Oh, what'd you get yelled at for?
When I started a new job, we had a really, really grumpy manager, and I was learning to make coffee, and she come out and started screaming at me in front of all the customers and made me feel really, really little.
Oh, what? I mean, you did it wrong, or what did you do? Did you put salt in it instead of sugar or something?
Yeah, almost. No, it just wasn't fast enough because I'd never made coffee before.
Oh, and how
wasn't good enough.
How long did you last at that job for?
Oh, I'm still there.
Gee, I hope your boss isn't listening.
I hope so too.
How good is exploring our amazing backyard again and ticking off all the Aussie big things like the big pineapple, banana, melons? That's making me hungry, Liam. Oh, me too. Head to whatif.com and start planning your big Aussie adventure. What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Yep, every single morning we do the quiz at 6:10, 5 questions. You get them all right, you win the prize. First up this morning, we've got Susanna in Kensington Park. Good morning, Susanna.
Good morning, Cheese Brothers.
Good morning, cheese sister.
Yeah, well, I suppose someone's here for the cheese. What's your favourite type of cheese?
I love good blue, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm into that as well. It's for a mature taste. Ben doesn't like any cheese.
Yeah.
But he is
He
weirdly...
will one day when he grows up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the same thing. It needs a more mature palate.
All right, Susanna, I'm rooting for you. Let's see if you can get these 5 right.
Yeah, let's see if you can get that cheddar and send you along to Cheese Fest.
Let's give it a go.
All right, it's Fruit Chocks Appreciation Day today. What colour is a standard packet of Fruit Chocks?
Orange.
Easy. It's our All-Star Showdown before the first ever AFLW Showdown tonight. Which one of us is the Port fan out of Ben or myself?
I'm just going to go Ben.
Oh, 50-50, you got it right. Well done.
Yeah, I'm the Crows guy. I'll be playing for them. Cadbury's first eco-conscious packaging is coming. Top Deck is made of which 2 types of chocolate?
You've got your milk chocolate. Don't you wee on my bag? Oh, the dog just weed on my bag.
What do you mean?
Oh, my
I'm
God.
out in the oval setting up for my outdoor group training, and
Oh,
that's okay. And the dog just weed on my bag.
oh, was it a
It's
random
happening a lot lately.
person's dog or your dog?
Not my dog, no.
Oh.
Someone else's dog.
Are you okay? Can you continue?
I can continue. Sorry, we've got white chocolate and milk chocolate. Top Deck.
I can't believe the dog just weed on your stuff.
That's the first ever golden shower we've had on the show. I mean, we've been doing it for some time. We've never had that before.
Will it be the last? Just keep listening. All right. Question number 4.
Come on, Susanna.
The Weather Channel's Jim Cantor, was struck by a tree live on air during Hurricane Ian over in the US. Can you name one weather presenter on Australian television?
Jessica Braithwaite.
Yes.
Bang.
She's done it.
Oh, I am getting the...
All right. Now, Susanna, this last one, Liam and I reckon is pretty tough. But if you just give it your best shot, like you can kind of like, if you mumble the words, I reckon we'll still give it to you.
because it is a hard one.
Yeah.
But it's Gwen Stefani's birthday this week. She'll be 53. Can you finish these lyrics?
I would, but first of all, let me say I must apologize for acting stinking, treating you this way, 'cause I've been...
A dog just weed on my back.
I'll give it
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Whatever.
Oh, yes!
What a card. I love you, Susanna.
Yeah.
Just a hot contender for our Friday meat tray, I think. What are you going to do? Are you going to go home and have a shower and watch the dog urine off your back?
No, I've got a whole bunch of girls coming out to train with me right now.
Oh.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah.
Look, Susanna, so you're heading to Cheese Fest. Congratulations with you and 3 mates. You also get to choose the next song we play. So, would you like to hear Liam's song this morning?
'Cause you had a bad day. You take everyone down.
A very fitting tune for
No,
you,
not
I
that
think.
one. No.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Bad day.
Fair enough.
Yeah, or would you like to hear my song this morning, which I have changed purely from yesterday's song because I wanted more of a Friday vibe. Yeah.
Okay, this is the 18th time Ben has managed to stick Chumbawamba onto Nova this year.
No worries, Susanna, because you know what? You might be having a bad day. That dog weed on your bag, but you're going to get up again, okay? You are on Nova.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Yeah, big ups to Susanna for picking that one. She was setting up a training session, which is a PT, and a dog weed on her back out in the park. But she pressed on.
Not her bag.
Oh, I
I think
thought
we
it
on
was
her back.
I think it weed on her back.
No, on her bag.
No.
She had it.
No.
Yes, it was bag. Yeah, she had her stuff down. Like, she had all her stuff on the phone to us. How did a dog wee on her back?
I thought she was like lying down, putting some cones around or something. I don't know.
She's on the phone to us.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, okay. Well,
You definitely just misheard her.
I don't think it's as bad now.
It's still pretty annoying having a dog wee on your
annoying.
bag.
Oh, I thought it was on her back.
No.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go.
I feel like now you don't.
Yeah,
think this is
now
funny.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, no, she had all her stuff down because she's a PT.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the session, and then a dog just randomly came over and weed on it.
Yeah, so
Obviously
that's
it was
why I was
probably
making jokes
off-lead.
about golden showers and stuff, because I thought she was just drenched.
Yeah, I think that's
and that's
still
why
weird.
I asked if she was going to go home and have a shower.
Yeah, and I thought that was a weird question.
Yeah, so now you see where my head's at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I suppose we press on. I'm a little bit disappointed. Painful situation for me yesterday, Ben. A bit of a confession. I wear Nova merch. Only at home. It's just a very comfy top. This Nova jumper I've got. It's this grey jumper, and it's got Nova 919 Casanova.
I had the same jumper, and then I donated it to Salvos because I thought it was lame if I wore that at home.
Well, I mean, but no one said I wouldn't wear it in public, is what I'm saying. But
Right.
I actually tried it on. I was like, oh, this is really comfy. So it's sort of my chill clothes. So when I get home, normally I'll chuck on my mockies, which I've been wearing for over a decade, and now all the fluff's like worn off. And then just some shorts, and normally that top, it always provides me comfort.
Yep.
But last night I was sprung. So I was wheeling out the bins. Just wasn't really thinking, just doing the bins. And I bumped into a new neighbour across the street, and he was like, "Hey," and I went, "Oh, g'day." And then I realised, I was like, "Oh God, no! I'm wearing the Nova jumper. I've got it on." And we were sort of having some small talk by the bins, and he was like, "Oh, so what do you do for work?" Then I got all embarrassed, and I was like, "What? I work in and he was like, "Nah, no, I'm just mucking around." How cringe. What a nerd. He thinks I'm this dude walking around with a Nova jumper with breakfast presenter on the back, being like,
Yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? You want a can of Coke? You want footy tickets this weekend?
Hope you're having a pod blast with a podcast.
You are with Ben and Liam, also joined by Saturday morning host Jodie Oddy. How you doing, Jodie?
Good morning. How are we, boys?
Yeah, not too bad.
We're just going number one again, whatever. Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you a question. Did you have a movie as a kid that traumatised you? You too?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a long list. Isn't it funny how sometimes the most traumatizing movies are kids' movies as well? Because it's just like one scene where you're like, who put that in?
Yeah.
How did that get past the director?
I mean, I'm assuming you're asking because you've got one on your mind.
Well, no, I used to, when I was a kid, I'd have dreams, and in my dreams, the rocket ship clock on Play School?
Oh,
that
yeah.
music would play in my head. So
right.
every time that music played in my head in a
Yep.
dream, a big black monster was coming. So
Oh, my God.
But in terms of movies, Wizard of Oz.
A man made out of tin.
Stop it.
Did you say something? He said oil can. Where do you want to be oiled first?
My goodness, I can talk again.
It's kind of all creepy, isn't it? Like even the monkeys and the fly my pretties,
Yeah.
but like the actual main characters.
Especially when I'm pretty sure the
themselves.
Tin Man, I'm pretty sure the original Wizard of Oz, he died from the paint they were putting on his skin 'cause they had lead in it, and he died.
Are you
He
kidding?
got really sick, yeah.
That's a morbid
So
twist.
he wasn't actually acting there. I can't talk. I've got lead poisoning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the thing about that movie that I didn't like, she couldn't get home.
Yeah.
And that poor girl went through hell.
She got home in the end though.
No, I know.
But she tapped him twice and then she got sent back. It
but
was a happy ending.
It took too long and I didn't like it, and it reminds me of every night out I've ever had. I can't find my way home.
The movie that horrified me as a kid, which is a weird one because it's actually a comedy. Scary Movie. You know how there's like 10 of those these days, but
Yeah.
the original Scary Movie, because it's a parody of the movie Scream. So it's a comedy parodying
Is
a
that the
scary
one
movie.
where he like stabs the knife into the implant?
Yeah. So it's 100% a comedy, but the scene...
You don't remember that scene, Jodie?
Oh, the implant is
Yeah.
The
breast implant.
It comes out with the breast implant.
Yeah.
I think it's Scary Movie 1.
The scene that I'm talking about, Liam, do you remember where she's running around and she breaks her leg?
Breaks her leg.
Yeah.
So is this where I'm supposed to bleed? Look, I'm bleeding.
Okay, I'm ready. Now I'm gonna fall and break my leg, leaving me helpless.
Such a snap!
It's a comedy as well. And as like a 12-year-old, I watched that and I just couldn't sleep. I still can't
Do
sleep.
you guys remember, this is such an old movie, but it's like, it's one of those movies that you see, it's just on TV when you're younger, and it's kind of creepy. It's kind of that, that Willy Wonka era, the same era as
yuck.
Wizard of Oz. Do you know the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? You've seen that?
Yeah.
And there's that absolute creep, the child catcher. The child catcher who runs around and catches children and puts them in a cage.
Inside my little ears.
Drives off. In the real world, a child catcher is called something else, and it's very real and very scary. And I don't know why that was ever a character, because that is horrifying to this day.
Well, maybe we're opening up some trauma this morning, but let's go for it. 13, 24, 10. What movie traumatized you as a kid?
You know what would be fun? A guy that abducts children.
Yeah, with nets. Jackie in Williamstown. What about you? What traumatized you as a child?
Hey, Ben and Liam. Hi. I think it was the original Hunchback of Notre Dame as a child. I started watching it. I was so traumatized. I couldn't go to bed, and my mother threatened me. If I didn't go to bed, I wouldn't be going to the Christmas pageant, and guess what? I didn't go to the
Jackie.
for years.
What was it, because you felt so upset that people were so cruel to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and they were throwing fruit and tomatoes at Quasimodo? Or was it just because he was very ugly?
He was just so ugly with that googly eye.
Yeah.
that googly eye.
Shades of the Elephant Man too.
Yeah,
a little bit. I always just felt sorry for the guy, but obviously Jackie was like, yeah. If you were living in Notre Dame, you would have been the one throwing the tomato. Get this beast away from me.
Alicia joins us now. This was your sister. What movie traumatized her as a kid?
It was Monsters, Inc. The opening scene with the robot tips the can and it makes that moo sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would run and scream and hide behind the couch every time until she was about 10.
Oh, my God. That's not a scary scene at all.
Yeah, that's a beautiful movie. There's a text here from Mel who said the scene in The Witches when they all change. Oh, God. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember The Witches? The one,
Yeah,
isn't it like they turn the audience into rats or something?
Yeah, yeah.
And they all get like their witchy features. See that? Do you remember that?
Oh, that's horrifying.
There you
We can
go.
get a photo of that.
And their nails get all long.
Jesus.
Do you remember James and the Giant Peach?
Yes.
That was scary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
There
That
was scary elements throughout.
There was scary elements.
Corey, Baraka, what about yourself? A movie or a TV show that traumatized you as a kid?
TV show, guys, it'd have to be that HR Puff and Stuff.
HR Puff and Stuff. Push your bed when things get rough. HR Puff.
I have just Googled HR Puff and Stuff. That is horrifying.
Yeah, I was going to say, bit before my time, but what was he? Was he a big toad man, or do you know what?
This kid gets lost in this magical land, and his best mate is this dragon that looks more like a talking hamburger.
Yeah, so is that supposed to be a dragon?
Yeah, it's a dragon, and then there's a witch that's trying to get this talking flute, and this kid has to protect it. And he never actually gets home. That's a sad bit. I think he's stuck there with all these dudes.
I'm telling you, anything where people can't
Yeah.
get home is horrifying.
I reckon what the real sad thing is, I wonder what that flute kid's doing these days.
Yeah.
I don't care to look that up.
I wonder what the hamburger's doing. That's what I wonder.
Hamburger man. Yeah, that show looks truly awful.
G'day, good morning, and a happy Friday.
Yeah, a bit of sad news yesterday about Coolio. Passed away at the age of 59. I'm thinking of wearing a black armband for Coolio tonight in the AFLW showdown before the showdown.
Please don't do that. I thought it was a bit rich people that were like posting on their stories like black and white photos with like heart emojis for Coolio.
Well, people loved his music.
They loved his song.
It's a very good song, though.
It's a great song.
It's a very good song.
It's a great song and sad that when someone
You're not
passes.
going to wear an armband for Coolio tonight?
I won't be wearing an armband, though.
Wow, that's a bit disappointing. I'm sure there'll be a few people in the Crows team that will certainly be showing their support for the family. That's for sure.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
It's a debate, a big debate. Who will win medallion?
We go head to head every damn week. If you want to be a part of the jury, text through 0400 919 919 on who you think should win the debate, whether it be Ben or myself.
We're both going to have 30 seconds, Liam, to prove our points, and then you, the jury, get to decide. And this week, it's a topic we're both very passionate about.
Yeah. The Subdog is the greatest food invention ever.
If you haven't seen yet, Subway has come out with a new product called the Subdog. And yes, it's 12 inches of hot dog inside Subway bread. I think it's revolting.
And Ben, I'm sorry to say, but it's delicious. And I that's coming from someone who's eaten 3 now.
It makes me like you less as a person that you're going around eating Subdogs.
People love the Subdog. I think it's going to be here to stay for a long time. I think it's going to be a staple of the Subway chain.
Right.
But hey, this isn't the place to hash out these sort of views. Your time, Ben, starts now.
Humans have developed many great foods over the years. Crunchy M&Ms, traveller pies, Pop Rocks. But the Subdog is not one of them. Hot dogs are made from trimmings. What are trimmings, Ben, I hear you ask? Well, trimmings are animal skin, blood, liver, head meat, animal fat, fatty tissue, and other slaughter byproducts. I'll just have the chicken teriyaki, thanks. The Subdog just rubs me the wrong way. It's 12 inches of pink cylindrical meat smushed into sugary bread. The only thing that makes me sicker to my stomach than the Subdog is the man who created Subway, Jared Fogle, who, might I add, strikes an extremely similar resemblance to Liam.
How dare you? How dare you bring up the name of that horrible man and then draw
parallels?
I'm gobsmacked.
I also just for the sake of the juries, I think I might have led the witness there. I don't think he created Subway.
He didn't at all. He was in some of their ads. And now he's in prison.
All right, I got 30 seconds on the clock, Liam, whenever you're ready.
You have to be a sandwich artist to make a Subdog because it's art. For just $10, you can strap on and ride all 12 inches of that boiled dog on rye. It's delicious and nutritious. A single serving gives you 1,550 kilojoules of energy. You know what they say? A Subdog a day keeps the doctor away. Well, that's what I've been saying for the last fortnight anyway. Look, I'll admit, there are times when fast food chains miss. The Hungry Jack's Yumbo, McDonald's Shrek Ravioli, the entire Red Rooster menu. But this ain't one of them. Next time you feel like eating fresh, go into your local and say, "What's up, dog?"
All right, Adelaide, you get to decide on who wins the big debate on 0400 919 919. The Subdog is the greatest food invention ever. I, Ben, and saying it's not. Liam over there was saying it was. Get your thoughts through now.
Well, people have been texting through to 0400 919 919. Do we stop the tally now, Belle?
Yes, let's stop it there. I actually thought this one was going to be a clean sweep, but it has changed.
Whoa. Is it close then?
It's close. With only 60% to take the win, Ben wins.
A big debate. We now have the winner.
Damn it. I'm going to drown my sorrows over a mustard tomato sauce blend. We are joined now by our producer, Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, the number one Netflix show at the moment, Dahmer, is still copping a lot of criticism.
I'll just try and say I'm sorry. So you gonna open your gift? It's just meat.
I'm not eating that.
Why did you eat it?
Oh,
Why did you eat it?
There's a man in that sandwich.
There's a man in that sandwich?
Yes,
yeah.
It's human
He's
meat.
He's a cannibal.
I haven't seen it at all yet, so I know the name Jeffrey Dahmer, but...
Correct.
So he's obviously a murderer.
Yes.
But he was also a cannibal.
Correct,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, right.
So it is the number one show on Netflix at the moment. It stars Evan Peters playing Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of a dramatised version of the whole saga, but the reason that it's copping so much criticism is mostly because... Did you guys know that none of the families were consulted before the production or during the production?
I wouldn't have thought so. I don't think they'd sign off on something like that, would they?
That's probably the thinking. But, so they weren't even consulted about it. So now they've come out saying, we didn't have an idea that this was going on. And some of the scenes are actually word for word what happened in real life. So these people, the families of the victims, are watching this show and seeing the scenes going, that's me to a T, but they were never even
I've
asked
sort
about
of like been like sort of in and out of it. I'm like, can I do it? No, I can't do it. I think my final straw was when realistically it's a steak. It's a steak when he's cooking that meat.
It's the liver of a guy, yes. And
I was like, I was halfway through a burrito and I was like, okay, I'm not finishing the rest of that.
Yeah,
personally, I'm about to finish it. I'm halfway through the last episode. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you keep talking about how hot he is. It's weird.
Evan Peters is incredible.
He's playing like this cannibal murderer man.
Yeah, I know, but like, he still looks good.
That's such a warped view.
And Bluey has been caught transporting drugs.
No, Bluey!
So, yeah, sorry, kids. Bluey's a drug mule. I mean, the police found it.
No, a little soft toy of Bluey was being posted from New South Wales to Queensland, and it has been intercepted by police after they found a bag of cocaine inside Bluey.
Up at Stookish.
Well, yes, actually.
Cokie the dog.
And finally, the historic AFLW showdown is tonight. But yesterday, a new bit of controversy came out around the game. There was a launch event at the Adelaide Oval yesterday with the captains and coaches, including Aaron Phillips, and they unveiled the brand new prize for winning the AFLW showdown, the Showdown Plate. And
it's so bad. I mean, like, look, the AFLW's, it's awesome. It's come a long way. This is going to be a huge night for Adelaide and for women's sport. But I tell you what, I feel like maybe everyone forgot that normally there's a showdown trophy and it got to maybe Wednesday and they're like, oh my God, the trophy, we forgot. We're just going to have to go to the store and try and work something out.
It's way too small. It's too undersized.
Correct, Ben. So if you haven't seen it, it is tiny. It's a tiny little silver plate and it's been slammed online. People have said it's disgraceful. These two great clubs are playing for the, the cover of the cream cheese container. What's it called? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Cream cheese
it looks
container.
like a British paint's tin lid, I reckon. And it's like there's someone's taken the top of a paint lid off and just engraved Showdown with like a screwdriver on it. And they're like, here we go.
Ben and Liam are in your head.
And it's history in the making. The inaugural AFLW Showdown is tonight, 7:30. Tickets on sale still at ticketek.com.au. It's a celebration of women's sport. Make sure you come down from 6 as well, because we're going to be playing a showdown before the showdown.
Hey now, it's an all-star showdown. Come play.
Yep, that's right, Liam. It'll be my Port team versus your Crows team. We've got a mix of Adelaide celebrities and Nova listeners.
Yeah, I had a big bowl of pasta last night. I've had 9 scoopfuls of pre-workout today, and I am ready to rock. And we figured, hey, before we get out there, we probably best speak to someone who's won a few flags in the past, has coached a few teams to victory.
Yep.
Port Adelaide hero, Mr. Tim Ginever. Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, g'day, gentlemen. Gee, I'll tell you what, pumped for this evening, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, Timmy. I don't know if you've seen the sides yourself, Tim. Do you have any predictions this far out? I know you're a Port Adelaide man, but if you just sort of take your foot out of that for a second, do you think the Crows have a chance here?
The Crows have been unbelievable since their inception into the AFLW, so they're out-and-out favourites. Port Adelaide are a massive, massive underdog here, but they were also in the first men's showdown. So I'm saying anything can happen, my friends.
Okay.
Hey, you want to believe to receive.
Well, I like that. And Ben's played a few games of footy in the past, but I certainly want to believe to receive, even though I'm playing my first game of footy tonight on Adelaide Oval before the inaugural showdown. I hope at least maybe 2 Crows teams will win.
Oh, yeah, well, that'd be lovely for you, but for Ben and I, we're not really into that scenario.
Yeah, this is true. Well, look, I know obviously you want to sort of get into Ben's ear and you want Port to win, but is there any pointers you could give to both of us? How many flags have you won in the past?
Just the 7, one for every day of the week. So I'd like to keep it at that.
7 flags.
Wowza.
Well, I mean, Timmy, have you got any words for Liam and I, for everyone playing in the showdown before the showdown, for everyone coming down to watch from 6 p.m. at Adelaide Oval? What does a showdown mean? Any words of inspiration, Timmy?
Yeah, I think so. What I'm going to do, boys, I'll give you a little 20-second feeling of what it was like to be in the rooms before you run out for the big game, okay?
Yeah.
Just hang on to your hats here, boys.
All right.
Here we go.
You listening? You represent this club. You represent generations of families who have sacrificed to give you this opportunity. And don't fear it. You embrace it. You muster up everything in your soul and you display it for all to see in its glory on this hallowed turf, the Adelaide Oval. It won't be easy. No sweet victory ever is. And if you get hit, get up. Don't show you're hurt. Keep your feet in the contest. There's only 2 reasons you go to ground. You're scared or unfit. Which one is it? Link arms with your brothers and sisters. Represent your mothers and fathers. And bring that cup home where it belongs. If Timmy G be thy name, go forth and conquer thy enemy. So let it be written. So let it be done.
And I tell you what, I got Big Helen on my team, and she seems rough. So I think she's going to line up Ben pretty early and try and knock him down.
I am ready to go. I love that. That was a real good pep up, Timmy.
Wow, Timmy. Oh, man. I feel like I could run through a brick wall, and I'm sure Jeremy Sebastian, the brother of Guy and Chris Sebastian, also feels the same. Yes, it is an all-star lineup, Timmy. Don't you worry about that. Plenty of huge stars.
Oh, sorry about going all biblical on you at the end there.
Thanks, Timmy G. On this Friday morning, you are with your mates Ben and Liam, and yes, I said Friday, which means the Friday meat tray.
Alrighty, folks, it's time for the Ben and Liam meat tray.
Get a load of this. All thanks to SA Quality Meats in Hollywood Plaza. But you can visit them at their 8 locations across Adelaide. Shop online at saqualitymeats.com.au or get your meat delivered to your house. We got this one delivered to the station, and the snags are thick.
They deliver meat to your house.
You can get meat delivered. You can actually, what you could do is you could line up 4 sausages and make your own Subdog at home.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to. Chops, patties, all looking great. Going to our best cooler. We have an honourable mention, someone who just got edged out, but was very, very good. It was Jared, who was singing a song for us. We pushed him to his limits, didn't we?
Yeah, we wanted to see how far we could push him singing Shaggy's song, It Wasn't Me. Check it out.
Can you finish these lyrics with your best Shaggy voice?
But she caught me on the counter.
Wasn't me.
Saw me banging on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
I even had her in the shower.
Wasn't me.
She even caught me on camera.
Wasn't me.
Saw the marks on my shoulder.
Wasn't me.
Heard the words that I told her.
Just lost so
Wasn't
much
me.
enthusiasm.
Screams getting louder.
Wasn't me.
She said until it was over.
Wasn't me.
Yeah! Poor dude, just wanted some tickets to the cheese fest. Oh, sometimes you got to work for that cheddar. Well done, Jared. You didn't quite win this week, but an honourable mention to you. But our best caller has to be Lindetta, who called through for the craziest thing she's seen on the streets.
So the weirdest thing that I've ever seen on the road was on South Terrace in the city. It was this cat. It was late at night, and this silly cat jumped up and pressed the pedestrian crossing button, waited for the light to turn, and crossed the road.
Maybe the cat was educated at Pulteney Grammar School across the road. I love that story. Lindetta from Golfy Heights, congratulations.
Thank you.
We didn't wake you up, did we, Lindetta?
No, I'm at work already.
I was going to say, you sounded a bit quiet. It's almost like you're doing that voice like when someone calls you on the bus or the train or something, and you're like...
So, Lindetta, what do you do for work?
I'm a travel agent.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You got any good deals going at the moment if people are looking for a holiday?
Okay, so maybe not the Disney cruise because the website keeps crashing and they're almost sold out.
All right, okay. Well,
good tip.
Well, we'd advise against the Disney cruise.
Well, look, we are going to shoot the meat tray straight to you at work, if that's okay with you. Are you going to catch it?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I will.
All right, Liam, load it up.
Okay. Going to have to use those cat-like reflexes to catch it. It's coming in pretty hot.
Ooh.
Here it comes.
She's coming. It's coming.
Oh my God, it got in my hair.
Oh, yuck. So sorry. If you pick that patty out of your hair, we'll get you another one from SA Quality Meats. Don't you worry about that. Well, thank you for being the best caller this week and getting involved. Lindita, you enjoy your weekend.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.